Welcome to Titan League Season 5, Match Day 1. This season kicks off between Paris Saint-Germain at home to Boca Juniors. Boca Juniors made big headlines this offseason, cleaning house and rehiring Mr. Manager to guide them forward, while PSG is hoping to take a step forward and reach a Europa League spot, something they've been denied for the last 2 seasons. Main offseason changes for PSG this year see Higuain become top striker after Ibrahimovic left for Dortmund, as well as Marko Mandzukic and Yessi joining the team, hoping to supply some much-needed depth off the bench. Speaking of depth, that was the catalyst for change this offseason with Boca Juniors, who see them trot out a new formation and 5 new members of the team as part of their starting 11 for this match, with Mr. Manager fielding his second squad to start the season. No Ronaldo, Lacazette, or Fekir up front. Asia Cup, their shrewd midfield signing in the transfer window, will start in the middle of the diamond, with Emery Chan starting as a central defensive midfielder. Lucas starts way out of position, playing left back instead of his more familiar right wing, possibly something we'll see going forward for Mr. Manager. Keeper David De Gea was cleared to play and will man the sticks for Boca Juniors. Up front, they start with Callum Wilson and Gabriel Jesus, who's having a phenomenal season with his former club. Mr. Manager also named Thiago Silva as his new team captain. Angel Di Maria was crucial for PSG's attack last season after he was purchased from Dortmund. Season's ready to start up? Let's kick it off. And Boca Juniors takes possession in the first half. Let's forward ahead to the 11th minute. Di Maria has the ball on the sideline, able to cut past 2 Boca Junior defenders and races down the side before he stops, cuts back, and finds a wide-open Thiago Motta, whose attempted volley bounces harmlessly away from goal. Really something he should have done a little bit better with. On to the 14th minute, off a throw-in. Walcott feeds Callum Wilson on a play to a give and go. Callum Wilson cuts in front, looks like he's taken down, but the ball falls to Lucas, who cuts the top and fires a shot which is beautifully blocked by Maxwell. Although, upon further replay, you'll see that it was in fact volleyed away by his hand, but not spotted by the referee. On to the 23rd minute. Walcott with the steal. Goes back to Thiago Silva. Over to Lucas. Plays it up to Emery Chan, who fights off 2 defenders. Cuts up the field. Sees Asia Cup. Feeds it over to Draxler. Draxler does a little spin move. Puts it back across goal to Asia Cup, who one-times it into the bottom corner for a goal. And pots his first one with his new team. Just a solid build-up play there from the Boca Juniors team. All the way from a quick steal from a defensive play of Walcott, who you'd not normally think of for his defensive prowess, but is able to start the attack going forward out of the back. And there's just a beautiful finish there by Asia Cup. First shot on goal for his team, first goal. It's a good day for him, and he's going to be remembering that for years to come. Nothing else exciting happened in the first half, so let's move on to the second half. On to the 56th minute, Maxwell's cross is headed away by Emery Chan up to Asia Cup. Asia Cup sends it over to Walcott. Walcott sees a streaking Gabriel Jesus and puts the through ball down the sideline. Gabriel Jesus able to keep it in down the sideline. Turns on the Jets, makes a spin move, able to avoid another tackle. Lays it off to Walcott, who then puts it across to Callum Wilson. Sends it into Draxler, does a spin move to get away from a defender, and smashes home his first of the season, making the score 2-0 Boca Juniors away at Paris Saint-Germain. Just a great team goal here. It's a build-up play. Great individual efforts by Gabriel Jesus to keep the ball alive and avoid 3 defenders. And that kid was turning out to be a great pickup a couple transfer windows ago. But really the star of this one was Draxler, making no mistake about this one and putting it in an area that Trapp was unable to stop. So as you see so far, Julian Draxler, his first goal there in the 58th minute. That puts the score at 2-0 Boca Juniors with a half hour to play here in Paris. On to the 62nd minute, and Boca Juniors trying to increase their lead. Aja Cup up to Gabriel Jesus, who beats out Maxwell, keeps the ball in on the sideline. No spin move here, but is able to get by David Luiz, fends him off, passes over to Draxler, who just puts it over the bar. Very disappointing shot considering his first shot on goal was in the net. This one way over the bar. 66th minute, we'll see, amazingly, our only foul of the game as Gabriel Jesus tries to break away from Maxwell. Maxwell, not happy that he's been beaten like a rented mule for most of this game, takes out Gabriel Jesus and is shown a yellow card. Ref is not too happy with that, but held a very high standard throughout the game. Substitutions coming in at the just after that at the 68th minute. Boca Juniors sees Tolisso on for Aja Cup, Kovacic on for Draxler, and Sao on for Gabriel Jesus. Now we'll move to the 72nd minute. Cavani with the throw-in. Gets intercepted there by Tete, who feeds it over to Tolisso, who inexplicably does a 180-degree turn and passes it straight to Di Maria, who one-times it into the goal. Unsure what happened here or what mental lapse took place, but as you can see, Kenny Tete feeds it over to Tolisso, who has no pressure on him, and it looked like he was trying to feed another teammate, but then, I don't know, controls must have gotten mixed up, and it goes the other way. 2-1 Boca Juniors here now in the 75th minute. And now in the 90th minute, that will do it for the match, as Boca Junior would take all 3 points as the final whistle blows to end the first match of the season. A hearty win there by Boca Juniors. As you can see, Tete happy with his performance out there. Draxler was definitely the impetus for the winning goal on that one, he was just a danger all game. Very solid performance there from Boca Juniors. As you can see with the stats, shots 6-2, on target 4-1. You go down tackles, Boca Juniors out tackling the PSG there by 14-13. Usually PSG known for their tackling ability, but outdone by Boca Juniors on that one. As you can see, one foul called. That would be the yellow card given to Maxwell. A couple corners for each team and passing percentages in the 80s for both teams. Let's take a look at the player ratings there for Boca Juniors. The big one man of the match there is Aja Cup, and yeah, he deserves either a toss between him or Julian Draxler. They were both solid. Julian Draxler with a goal and an assist in this match. Aja Cup with his first goal with his new team. Callum Wilson, don't forget, gets the assist as well. He pulls up a good solid rating there. Marco Sal, very disappointing, coming on in relief. As you'll see, there's the goals. Aja Cup and Draxler. The assists, again, like I said, Callum Wilson and Draxler. We'll shift down to shots on target. And you'll see a couple shots there and there. All in all, a few shots on goal, not too many. Pass completion, Aja Cup, not bad for in the midfield. Draxler was perfect with his three passes there. Dribbles completed. Aja Cup, that's where he took over. He just ran with the ball all game. Crosses didn't really complete. Tackles 1, a few there. As you see, Lucas there in the corner, 0 for 1, but wasn't really called upon defensively. And saves by De Gea, 5. Well, that's the final score from this match. Boca Juniors 2, PSG 1. Boca Juniors now climbs to the top of the table, and Season 5 is well underway. Thanks for watching, and see you at the next match.